Hello, little dreamer. Tonight, we leave behind the waking world and journey to a land where magic sparkles under emerald skies, where a girl, a dog, and three unlikely friends walk a golden road in search of heart, courage, wisdom, and home. So snuggle in beneath your blanket, let the stars above keep watch over you, and listen gently as the story begins. Dorothy lived in the middle of the vast gray prairie of Kansas, where everything, the land, the sky, even the house, was the color of dust. Her Aunt Em was quiet and serious, her Uncle Henry strong and silent. The only laughter in the house came from Dorothy and her tiny black dog, Toto. One day the sky darkened into a swirling blanket of clouds. The wind roared through the fields like a beast, a tornado. It came so fast there was no time to run. Dorothy scooped up Toto and rushed to the little house. As she reached the door, the wind lifted the whole building high into the sky. Up, up, it floated, spinning like a leaf. But inside, all was still. Dorothy held Toto tightly as the house sailed through the sky. Then, with a gentle thud, it landed. Dorothy opened the door and gasped. Gone was the gray. Before her stretched a land of radiant beauty. Tall trees shimmered with blue leaves. The air smelled like wild honey and fresh grass. Brightly dressed people, no taller than children, approached with smiles. "Welcome to the land of the Munchkins," one said. And then appeared a kind-looking woman in white robes, her hair glowing like moonlight. She was the Good Witch of the North. "You have freed them," she said. "The Wicked Witch of the East is gone." Dorothy looked and saw two silver shoes beside the house's edge. The witch had been crushed beneath it. With a gentle wave of her hand, the Good Witch placed the sparkling silver shoes on Dorothy's feet. To go home, you must find the great wizard in the Emerald City. So Dorothy, with Toto at her side, stepped onto the yellow brick road and began her journey. The road led through golden fields of corn, swaying gently under a bright blue sky. Birds chirped, butterflies danced in the sun. Soon, Dorothy saw a figure in the field, a scarecrow propped against a post, his head tilted kindly to one side. To her surprise, he blinked. "Hello," he said with a stitched smile. He longed for a brain. "I think I'm made of straw inside," he said, "but I wish I could think clever thoughts." Dorothy offered her hand. "Then come with me. Maybe the wizard can—" Deeper into the forest they walked, where sunlight filtered through tall trees, and the leaves whispered softly overhead. They heard a faint clink, clink. There stood a man, made entirely of tin, frozen mid-swing with an axe in his hands. Dorothy found an oil can nearby and gently oiled his neck, arms, and knees. With each drop, the Tin Woodman sighed with relief. "Thank you," he said in a hollow, kind voice. "I can move again, but I wish I had a heart." He longed to feel, to cry, to laugh, to love. Dorothy smiled warmly. "Then come with us. The wizard may grant your wish." And so the three friends and little Toto walked through quiet groves, where deer peeked from behind trees, and brooks babbled beside the road. In a sun-dappled clearing, with shadows stretching long, a sudden roar shook the trees. A great lion bounded into the path, but instead of attacking, he began to sob. "I'm supposed to be the king of beasts, but I tremble at everything." Dorothy gently patted his paw. "We're going to see the wizard. Maybe he can give you courage." The lion's eyes sparkled with hope, and so he joined their little band. Now they were 4, each one longing for something just out of reach. Together, they traveled under moonlight, sharing stories by firelight as the stars above twinkled gently. Far ahead, the sun rose behind shimmering towers of green glass. The Emerald City sparkled with jewels and emerald walls. At the gate, they were given spectacles to protect their eyes from the dazzling light. Inside, the halls were grand and silent. They were led, one by one, into a chamber to meet the wizard. To Dorothy, he appeared as a massive glowing head. To the Scarecrow, a wise and gentle woman. To the Tin Woodman, a ball of fire. To the lion, a fearsome beast. But the voice was always the same. "I will help you," he said, "but first, you must defeat the wicked witch of the West." Dark clouds gathered. The West was cold and cruel. Flying monkeys swept down, taking them prisoner in the witch's gloomy castle. Dorothy was made to clean and serve. But the witch wanted her silver shoes. She tried to snatch them while Dorothy slept. In fear and anger, Dorothy threw a bucket of water, and the witch melted away into nothingness, leaving behind only silence. The flying monkeys, freed from her curse, smiled. The good witch of the South arrived in a swirl of wind and light. "You have the power within you," she said softly. "Just click your heels 3 times and think of home." Dorothy closed her eyes, held Toto close, and tapped her silver shoes. "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home." The wind swirled, the world spun gently around her, and when she opened her eyes, she was back in Kansas. The sky was gray, but the fields felt golden. Toto barked and licked her face. And now, little dreamer, let your heart rest easy. Let your dreams guide you along golden roads. And remember, you've always had the power within you. Good night. Sleep well.